Historic Masonic temple in Cleveland will have to be knocked down despite the best efforts by the fire department during the overnight hours.
Yeah, and today there are a lot of people upset over this development. Dan Haggerty is on East 55th Street between Superior and Payne. And Dan, what's happened since we last talked?
Well, here's kind of the plan this morning, Kim. So we're hearing they're going to put out some hot spots right now. Then the fire department's going to go in, assess some of the damage, assess the structure of this building, hopefully try and figure out how this fire started. And then they're going to put this big equipment here to work. And like you said, this building is going to be demolished. They're expecting to start that demolition process and be underway at about noon today. And you see the firefighter up that ladder there spraying down into the building. They haven't been able to go inside, and that hose has been on steady pretty much all night, getting those hot spots under control. Take a look at some of the video, though, and we'll show you what this fire looked like when it was underway. About 8 o'clock is when the fire department first got the call. Again, they couldn't enter the building because the walls in the back were falling down. It makes it very difficult to fight this fire, but the building of the temple was pretty much a loss from very early on. They didn't want the fire to spread, though. A lot of other buildings and warehouses around here. Luckily, the fire department got the fire under control enough to keep it from moving beyond the temple. But this temple hasn't had any prayer services for about 6 years or so. It's being used primarily for storage, but it's still a source of a lot of memories for people in this area.
You'll see a lot of tears. You'll see a lot of tears.
The building's been vacant for 6 years, so at this point, with the large, massive fire load, it will be too early for us to determine the cause.
And again, firefighters are going to come back out. Investigators are going to be here about 9 o'clock this morning, and they're going to try and figure out how this fire started. Also, go inside, put out some of those hot spots, and try and make it a clear, an open playing field for these demolition crews to kind of come in and do what they have to do. But again, primarily the most important thing, getting the hot spots out, figuring out how this fire started. We're going to stay here on scene and keep you updated along the way. For now, reporting live on East 55th Street, Dan Haggerty, News Channel 5.
Hey, Dan, before we let you go, real quick, just wanted to check with you if you knew if they were going to shut down the road at all on East 55th. You said the demolition was happening today. Do you know if there's any plan of any road closures out there?
Well, Pete, the way that these things normally work, and you see this building here is about, I don't know, more than 100 feet or so back from East 55th here. They have the caution tape up there. You see the crane that they have as far as the backhoe as well. So what they're going to do is go in, put the hot spots out, and then just use that kind of wrecking ball to slowly knock in those walls, those brick walls, as they slowly fall in. But there are no plans that I've heard of so far to close East 55th.
All right, thanks so much. Dan Haggerty reporting live on the east side. Thank you very much. 6:34 right now. A major update on the